Hello and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Addie and today we are back with another speed build. The small business. And frankly, I don't actually remember. Not because it was that long ago. I just have the memory of a fucking mouse, okay? Squirrel, whatever you want to call it. I'm 95% sure this is a gym. But the tiny part of me is like, I don't think it's a gym. So pretty sure this is a gym. Don't quote me on it. We do end up moving where it is placed on the lot. Yeah, it's a gym. Okay, cool. So we end up changing where it's placed on the lot. But I've been doing this thing recently where like I have the like a part of the roof exposed, and then I just put like a roof or whatever there, and it kind of creates this like asymmetrical kind of vibe, which this lot is already asymmetrical, but I don't know, I thought it was kind of interesting. The other thing that I did that was interesting in this build is that I used glass walls. So I have not actually used glass walls before, but I thought they looked kind of cool as like a feature wall in the front of the build, because it's sort of like the thing that you look at, you know? I feel like it definitely draws your attention, and because of that, I thought it was cool. So we have that, and then downstairs, we've got sort of like this little kitchenette thing. I did yellow. Usually I do like red. Usually I do red gyms, and this one I did yellow. Mostly just because like I don't really use that color for gyms. So I thought it would be kind of interesting. It is a kitchenette, so it does not have a stove. It just has like a sink and the mini fridge from, it was one of the event mini fridges. So that was kind of like a fun little thing that I got to add. And then upstairs is the actual apartment. So you would own the gym and then you'd live upstairs. And I mean, that's not like the most original thing, but it makes sense, right? Like you want to, yeah. So we do have it like kind of I don't know, kind of cliche in terms of like the layout, but there's like a little sitting area. So obviously in real life, I know that gyms often have like a kitchenette that you can go and like get water from or store a lunchbox or whatever. But I don't think they often have like full-on tables. I feel like most of the time it's just like a couple of couches nearby the kitchenette. And I've never seen a gym that has like an island in their kitchenette. Usually it's just like a strip. They've got like a small fridge, a sink, and a microwave. And that's it. I have seen one that they had a coffee machine. But I don't know. This one seems really fancy. It is a small business though, so that kind of makes sense. The other thing that I did in this build was I used carpet. So I had a lot of, I was kind of conflicted because what I wanted was like a black version of the like kitty carpet, so like the puzzle piece carpet, but I didn't I couldn't figure out if we had one in the base game or not. Like, not in the base game, but necessarily, but like one in The Sims 4. And I feel like we do, but I could not find it. So I did not use it. I used regular carpet. This carpet is from an update from a few years ago. At least I think it was a few years ago. My memory is like kind of shit, so I may have mentioned that. So I don't actually remember what time it was. I think it was a few years ago. But yeah, so just kind of finishing that up. And then I did use a lot of packs in this build, so for that I apologize. And I did not get the adventure, I didn't get adventure weights. So I don't have weights, like freestanding weights, or I would have used those as well, but I didn't have them. So or the like exercise bikes or any of that. I feel like adventure weights is really good for gyms. Like if you are a person who has your Sims go to the gym a lot, which I'm not, but if you are, I highly recommend getting that because it's got a lot. Like you wouldn't think about it like that, but it does actually have quite a bit of stuff for gyms, which is weird. And then there's a lot of yellow in here as well, just because that was the color scheme, and I am too autistic to like have a color scheme that's more than like 3 colors, okay? And most of the time when I do color schemes, I really like split complementary. And if you are not an art person, you're probably like, what in the fuck is that? Basically, it's where you take a color. So in this case, we'll do yellow. And you go straight across the color wheel, right? Which would be purple. And then you do either side. So in this case, if yellow was our main color and we are doing a split complementary, it would be like a cool purple and a warm purple, so like a blue violet and a yellow violet and a red violet. We don't have that. It's just yellow, beige, brown, that sort of thing. I did also use spa day for the yoga mats because I feel like if you're gonna go to a gym, you want like options on how to work out, and yoga is great. It's depending on what kind of yoga you're doing, it could be more of like a stretching kind of thing. But my physical therapist said that he supports yoga, so I mean, take that for what it is. Don't tell me that like I prescribed it because I did not. And then we are just getting a few like art pieces and some curtains and stuff, and then that room is kind of done. We use this plant from Get Together a lot, and then one thing that I ended up doing, which might be controversial, I'm not sure, is I shrunk the bathroom so that there wasn't like a weird gap in between the last stall and the door, or like and the wall. So the bathroom is actually very obviously a different space than the rest of the build, but personally I think that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. If you do, you can change it. But yeah, the bathroom is otherwise very chill. And I was gonna do robes, and then I was like, oh, maybe we should do like a locker because this is like the bathroom, and usually they've got like a bathroom in the like toilets in the locker. And then I also am going through and putting like residential for the actual like residential areas, and I did this one a little bit backwards because normally I do the outside and then I move to the inside, or like I'll do the front and then the inside and then the back, and I didn't know what I wanted the outside to look like, so I just didn't, which might be kind of weird, but it's fine. And then upstairs I did have I don't know what I was gonna say. We did carry the kitchen, the yellow kitchen upstairs, and I used the um refrigerator from the, what do you call it? I think it's like the kitchen clutter kit, I think is the technical name. But don't ask, I don't remember. And I did the dining table sort of like a different orientation. It still fits 4 Sims, but it's just kind of like on its side instead of like standing straight out of the wall or out of the fence. Just because it fit better. And then I realized that I didn't have like a real space for the living room, so I had to move some doors in order to do that. But I kind of like how this apartment turned out. It was kind of fun to build. I figure while we're kind of finishing up here, now might be a good time for like a life update kind of situation. But goodness, the last couple weeks have been kind of shit for me. Not in like a mental health space thing, just like, I don't know, just like otherwise not great. From like a different kind of health standpoint, like a physical health standpoint. Because it's just, and also like a financial standpoint, I guess. Just because like I currently have been working 2 jobs, and I've been working 2 jobs for like over a year. So I've got it down pretty much. But it's also like, it's kind of tiring to work 2 jobs, you know? But recently I have been having like a lot of issues. And because of those issues, I have been contemplating quitting my second job early. I was planning on quitting in June. And then I was like, okay, I can try to do it in April, you know, like the first weekend of April after Easter. Because I don't really celebrate Easter. It's not really like a thing that I do. To me, like, Easter is a little bit overrated. But yeah, so I was like, okay, well, I can just work Easter and then I can quit. Like, that can be like my last weekend, you know, because I usually only work Friday through Monday. So I was like, okay, well, I can just do that. But then like today I was just kind of sitting here playing Sims, prepping a couple of videos, and I got like really, really intense abdominal pain, and I was like, oh God. It's fine. Like I have like intermittent abdominal pain periodically. It's just a matter of like, it's not a fun time because that means that like my problems are progressing, if that makes sense. Like, instead of just feeling tired, like now I'm having appetite changes, I'm having other changes, and so it's just, yeah, so kind of not looking forward to that, because the reason that I was waiting to quit was because I'm trying to save up money for a surgery that I'm wanting to have, and it's just kind of, if I quit too early, then I won't have money for the surgery, you know? And so it's just kind of like not a fun thing to be doing. The surgery itself is not like super big or scary. It's actually, I'm kind of looking forward to it. But it is one of those things that's like, you need money to do. And so because like surgery needs money. So that's why I've been working the second job. And initially I was working the second job just because I needed a little extra money, and then I got a new job, and so that job started covering my bills, so I was trying to use it to pay off my credit card, and then anyway, you don't need my whole financial story. So it's just the that money has been kind of going through a lot. But now I am using it to save up for the surgery, and if I quit too early, I won't have enough. And so it's just kind of a rough thing to figure out. And like the things that like the goal that I've set is arbitrary. Like it's not like I need this much or I can't have it, you know? But it is one of those things that's like, I would like to have that much because then I can do other things. Like I've been wanting to get a Switch 2. I don't have a Switch. I want a Switch 2 because it's like newer. They're more likely to support it for a little bit longer. Because there are some games that I haven't played in like a really, really long time that I've been wanting to play, but they need a Switch because they're on the Switch one. So it's just kind of, yeah, so I've been wanting that, but that's like expensive. And I will be needing to get my hair done. And, you know, just like other stuff. Because my friend and I are going to like a cosplay thing, which I'm not a cosplayer, okay? She is like a big fan of cosplay, and so she's convinced me to go do this one with her. So I've got to get my hair done for that, so. Anyway, that is very... It's like a kind of a long update. Anyway, we are moving outside now on the build. And I'm doing like something kind of funky with the roof right now. And I'm not sure, like even now, I'm not sure that I am fully on board with the decision. But I think that it actually turned out okay. Like I don't know what else I would do with it other than make it like all flat. But, I don't know. It's just kind of like a different thing that I normally do. And then because the windows on the front are actually walls, I am having to go through and paint everything like wall by wall. And I decided to change this wall so that it covers the roof a little bit better, just because it was kind of weird. And then we will soon be moving the whole build back on the lot, so it'll be so there'll be like a little plaza. There's not a way to go into the apartment that's not through the gym itself, which you might find a little annoying, but I didn't want to have like a random balcony and a staircase just because this very much looks like a commercial lot. But you can have like a small business here. Also, I didn't have a ticket kiosk. I think I forgot a ticket kiosk. So if you download this, you would have to add one. Right now my gallery is still not working very well, so I have not been able to upload anything. And for that I apologize, but I don't really have control over that. The last thing is that I'm going through and I'm adding in some benches just because I feel like benches are like a surefire way to make it seem more commercial. And I really like adding benches into like the front of the lot because then it feels like the people on the street, like if you're just walking by, you could have a seat on the bench if you're waiting for someone. And that feels really nice to me. So, and then we get a fountain because fountains also feel commercial. I don't know that I necessarily would want, like if I was owning this lot in real life, I don't know that I would want a fountain in front of my gym small business, but like in front of my gym, but it's fine. And then just finishing up some landscaping here. It's actually like really simple landscaping. I do a lot of like staring at it for a minute just because I was like really trying to figure out what it was missing. But I do go and add in some like really small bushes at the very end. And also a sign, because I feel like you kind of need a sign. And I do get rid of the third bench just because it kind of covered the sign. I didn't want to like raise it up or like try to figure out how to do that. And then I added these flowers. I don't use these flowers very much like outside of Sulani just because they're very much like Sulani flowers, but I feel like they kind of worked here. And then we added some lights, and I should be getting those bushes here shortly. Oh, more lights. Okay. And then I should be getting those bushes. But we are coming to the end of the video now. So if you liked it, if you would like and subscribe, that would really mean a lot. And I will see all of you next time. Oh, one last thing before I go. I have been considering starting streaming on Twitch. If you think that would be something that you would like, we'd be playing once I get the Switch. Twitch. Anyway, once I get the Switch, I'll probably be playing some Switch games, Sims, Planet Zoo, that sort of thing. If that's something that you're interested in, let me know in the comments. I'd really like to have some fun playing with you guys. Anyway, on that note, I will see all y'all next time. Bye now.